You know how we were talking about applying Nietzsche to modern tech? Yep, that's officially been the flavor of my day. Will to power and all. It's like trying to chew a philosophical mouthful. But God, it's interesting. So long story short, I ended up having this mind-bending discussion with Tom, the podcast host. You remember him? We were trying to navigate our way through the ethical implications of AI. Want to hear the crazy part? The philosophies of the mustachioed man of mystery, and I'm talking about Nietzsche here, actually seem to vibe with the world of AI. Are you intrigued yet? I guess the concept of a self-actualizing AI is a little Elon Musky, but hey, who isn't a little sci-fi fanatic deep down? Suddenly, my brand management gig at Click AI seems more in line with Terminator and Ex Machina, doesn't it? I know I'm getting carried away here, but can't help but feel like a bit of a philosopher. Let me know if you need any wisdom. I'm all stocked up. By the way, thanks to Lucas, I started listening to that new track by Silent Shudder. The guitar in it is insanely good. It got my fingers itching to strum some chords. If it wasn't so late, I'd be picking up my guitar right now. You should give the track a listen tomorrow. It's got a great rhythm. And speaking of rhythm, it feels good to fall back into ours. You remember how we used to end the day with catch-ups like this? That's a tradition I've missed. Got completely distracted there. Back to home base and dinner. Mine was some simple avocado toast. And no, not because it's Instagrammable. Ha, who am I kidding? It totally is. Because all things end in hiking, apparently. Emily suggested this insane idea. Want to bet whether she was sketching trek paths as she thought that up? Anyway, a weekend hike with the gang sounds solid after all this tech and philosophy whirlwind. Feels like nature is the perfect setting for more existential crisis, and hopefully, Nietzsche and AI won't be invited. All right, that's enough rambling from me for today. So continue where we left off. I have been mainly focusing on the urban jungle aspect of NYC with my photography project. I really want to bring out both, the urban decay and the rebirth of the city in my work. And you know, it really is fascinating once you really start to look at it. I'm actually very excited about this, as I'm learning just as much as I'm trying to showcase through my photos. My fellow photographer friend Jake has been quite the help with this project. You remember Jake, right? He has always had a great eye for aesthetics. It was crazy. We were walking through these largely forgotten parts of the city and witnessing how it's changing and evolving in real time, you know? At one point, we ended up in this old warehouse, which was somehow also so beautiful in its derelict state. There was this subtle hum of life through it all. I guess you can't really appreciate the beauty of rebirth without seeing the decay firsthand. I shared my project ideas in my chat group and got some interesting insights too, especially from Carlos and his usual witty banter. He seems to have gotten a hang of balancing his sushi cravings and his data interpretation after all. And can you believe Emily and her ever-contagious enthusiasm? She suggested an art meets data project. I bet that would be an interesting collaboration. Oh, and speaking of art, I must bring up this track by Silent Shudder that has been playing on repeat for me lately. They have this amazing blend of sounds and rhythms. The guitar parts are just swell. Makes me want to pick up mine and strum along. I'll ping you the name later. You must give it a listen. All right, friend. I guess it's time to put down the camera and head back home. Need to take some rest and get ready for another day in the urban jungle. So, here's a bit of an update on my day. Remember that digital mural project I was talking about? We kicked it into high gear today. I know, right? When I thought about it first, it seemed like such a daunting task. Now it's a reality, and a pretty exciting one at that. I'm literally teaming up with people from all walks of life. Paul and Lisa jumped on board almost as soon as I mentioned it. Remember them? They joined my online art course. The whole idea behind this project is to kind of dissolve the physical boundaries of art, you know? From individual creation to a collective digital mural, it's really inspiring to see how everyone's unique perspective merges to create this gorgeous digital piece. and I really see this digital mural project stimulating a sense of community and shared achievement, which is everything I wanted. Oh, I have got to share this with you. I think you'll appreciate it. You remember Carlos, right? The guy from our chat group who loves cooking, so he decided to take a swing at making a chicken paella today. Here's the best part. It was an absolute disaster by his own admission. I always knew Carlos was full of surprises, but his culinary adventure? That was a laugh riot. Okay, some fresh stuff from the chat group. Carlos seems to be hell-bent on trying out the new Cyber Mystic VR game. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? I'm thinking maybe we should all try it out together one of these days. VR game night, what do you say? And hey, on that note, I'm planning on taking a little break from my digital adventures too. And what better way to relax than with a good jam-out session, right? I've got Silent Shutter on repeat. The guitar, oh my, the guitar. I can't help but strum along. You should definitely listen to it. Phew, that was quite a lot to share.